Hello guys, what is going on in YouTube? It's me Sunil, and today in this video we're gonna be learning some of the basic codes and commands that we will require as a pen tester in Kali Linux. And if you wanna know something more about Kali Linux, then at first you should definitely need to know about all these codes and commands, because these are some of the commands that we will require as a pen tester on our daily basis. So starting off with the very first command, that is none other than cd. Cd simply stands for change directory. Let's say we want to change our directory to root, then we will be simply typing in the command cd/root and then again /. And once we enter the following command, we will be inside the root. But as you can see, we are already inside the root, so there is nothing to worry about. Let's say we want to change our directory to desktop now, then we will be simply typing in the command cd/root/desktop. And as you can see, as soon I press the enter, we are inside the desktop directory. Now let's say we want to go back to our root directory, then we can do that by typing in the command cd space ** and again **. As you can see, now we are inside the root directory. And for next off, we have the pwd command. The pwd command simply stands for print working directory. What it does is it simply prints the working directory that we are currently working on. Let's say we are currently working on in the root directory, then what it does is it will print us the directory that we are working on. As you can see, as I typed in the command pwd, it is displaying us the directory that we are working on. In the same way, let's say we are currently working on the desktop directory. Then if you want to check which directory are we currently working on, then we can do that by typing in the command pwd. And as you can see, as soon as I typed in the command and pressed enter, it is simply showing us the directory that we are currently working on. And for the next off, we have the ls command. The ls simply stands for list, and it actually does whatever it says. Let's say we are currently inside the root directory, and if you type in the command ls, then it actually lists all the files that are currently present inside the root directory. And if you want to know the detailed information of all the files that are currently present inside the directory, then you can do that by typing in the command ls along with the attribute -la. What it does is it actually shows all the files, like the hidden files, its permission, like if it's actually readable, writable and executable or not. And for the next off, we have the nano command. Nano is a command line based text editor, so you definitely want to stick around with the command line interface rather than any other programs with GUI, because the command line interface saves you a lot of time by removing the process of shifting between the programs at the time of work. Now let's say I want to create a text file with the name Sunil, then I would be definitely typing in the command nano sunil.txt. As you can see, we are now inside the command line based text editor. Let's say I want to type in some text. Maybe this is an example for creating a file directly from a terminal. So the question is, how do I save the file then? To save the file, we need to type in the Shift+X and give the name to the file, and finally press on enter. Now let's check if the file has been created with the name of sunil.txt or not. So there you go. As you can see, the file has already been created with the name of sunil.txt, and it's actually the same file that we created right now. And for the next off, we have the cp command. The cp simply stands for copy, and it also actually does whatever it says. Now let's say I want to copy sunil.txt file from the desktop and paste it into the directory named techfeed. For doing that, I need to be inside the desktop directory first. So let's get inside the desktop directory by typing in cd/root/desktop. Now that we have came inside the desktop directory, I want to copy the file named sunil.txt to a directory named techfeed. And to do that, I want to type in the command cp sunil.txt, which is the name of the folder which I want to get copied, and finally the name of folder where I want it to get copied. And as you can see, I've got an error saying that there's no such file or directory. It is because the Kali Linux terminal is extremely case sensitive. And even if the single letter gets deferred by the capital or the small letter, then you may get such kind of errors. So you need to be very much careful while typing in the Kali Linux terminal. So now that I've typed in the command correctly, let's check if the file has been copied to the techfeed directory or not. So as you can see, the file has already been copied to the techfeed directory as sunil.txt. And in the same way, we can even move any files and folders directly without having to copy it first. For that, we'll be using our next command called mb, which stands for move. So let's say I wanna move sunil.txt file from the desktop directly to the text feed, then I need to be inside the desktop first. So to do that, I will be typing in the command cd/root/desktop and finally the /. And once we are inside the desktop directory, I'll be typing in the command yumbi-sunil.txt, which is the name of the file which I want to move, and finally techfeed, which is the directory where I want it to get moved. So now let's check if the file has been copied to the techfeed directory or not. So guys, as you can see, it has already been moved completely inside the techfeed directory, so it's no longer showing in the desktop as well. And for the next one, we have the cat command. What it does is, it actually shows all the contents present inside a particular file, folder or even maybe directory. Let's say I wanna know what contents are present inside the sunil.txt file. So for that, I'll be typing in the command cat sunil.txt. And on pressing enter, it will show me all the contents that are present inside sunil.txt file. And for the next one, we have the grep command. The grep command helps to grab any contents from the files, folders or directory. Let's say I want to look out for and grab a text file containing a particular text, maybe tag, then I'll be typing in the command grep along with the text that I want to search for and finally the location of the file. So as you can see, the tag is present inside the file, so it is showing me the content where it is actually located. And for the next off, we have the chown command. What it does is, it actually changes the ownership of files, folders or even directory. So let's say we want to change sunil.txt files ownership to the root users. So to do that, we can do that by typing in the command as chown, the username to which we want to change our ownership to, and finally the location of the file or the directory. Here in this case, you may be thinking that we are already inside the desktop directory, so we do not need to enter the full file location. So if you are thinking so, then you are completely wrong. In order for the command to work properly, we need to type in the full path of the file or folder, even if we are inside the same directory. So as you can see, the command has already been executed. So let's check if the ownership of the file has been changed to the root users or not. And to do that, we'll be typing in the command ls-l along with the sunil.txt file, which you can verify by checking out for the root as an output in the terminal. So in this way, we can change the ownership of any files, folders or directory from the Kali Linux terminal. And for the next one, we have the mkdir command. The mkdir simply stands for a make directory, and it actually does whatever it says. Let's say we want to make a directory named techfeed2 inside the desktop directory. Then for that, we'll be typing in the command mkdir and the name of the directory that we want to create. So guys, as you can see, the techfeed2 directory has already been created. Now let's say we want to create multiple directories at the same time. Then you can do that as well by simply leaving space between each and every directories. So this is how you can create multiple directories in Kali Linux terminal. And now moving on to the next one, we have the echo command. Echo is a simple command and its usage is already inside its name. It simply echoes whatever you type inside the double quotes. And in the same way, you can also use it as a substitute to ls command in such a way by typing echo along with the asterisk to list all the files and folders that are present inside a particular directory. And for the next one, we have the touch command. Let's say I want to create a file named file1 in the desktop. Then at first I'll be going inside the desktop directory, and finally I will type in the command touch file1. And on pressing enter, it will create a file named file1 in the desktop directory. And in the same way, if we want to create multiple files using the touch command, we can do that by providing spacing between each and every files. Here in our case, we created two files named file2 and file3. And at last but not the least, we have the rm command. And this is one of the most dangerous command in Kali Linux because this command can remove any files from your computer, and that is forever. If you accidentally happen to delete any of the useful system data or any other important files, so there is no way that you can get it back. And on doing so, you may even mess up with the entire computer system, so you need to be very much careful while using the rm command. And for now, let us remove all those files that we created right now, which is the file 1, file 2 and the file 3. And for doing that, I'll be typing in the command rm along with all those 3 file names. So as you can see, all those files has been removed permanently from our computer. So if you want me to make any video instruction regarding any topic, then please let me know in the comment section down below. So with that being said, I conclude the end of this video, and I'll catch you very soon in my next video.